How much longer are we gonna do this? Like, for real, how much longer until you just realize that then you can't be nice?
I mean, I realize that
I want a
part.
number. How much longer?
I'm thinking like 6 weeks. I'm going to give it 6 weeks, because if this thing is happening with this buyer, potential buyer, if it's not in contract in 6 weeks.
And you stick your attorney on him. Yep.
Yeah.
It's time for you to end the nice girl era. Like, it's not benefiting you. It's only benefiting him.
Meri Brown is about to get some advice from Jen on how to stop being overly nice to Kody Brown. Before getting into that, I want to talk about something that has been going around online. There's a fake AI-generated YouTube channel making up stories about Meri. One of their videos, which already has over 500,000 views, falsely claims that Meri won a court case against Kody over Coyote Pass. This is completely untrue. There was never a court case, no legal filings, no testimony, and no trial. The whole thing was made up for clicks. This same channel, and a few others like it, have posted several false claims. One video says that Robyn and Kody hired a nanny with an $80,000 yearly salary, which is totally false. Another video claims that Kody owes over $100,000 in child support according to Christine, but Christine never said that in her book or anywhere else. These channels usually have names like Sister Wives TV or Sister Wives Updates, and their thumbnails often look cartoonish or AI-generated. They make up fake court victories or dramatic scandals just to get views. If you see those, don't believe them, none of it is real. Now, in the upcoming Sister Wives episode, Jen will be helping Meri learn how to be firmer and stand up for herself when dealing with Kody. Meri can be strong and confident in most situations, but when it comes to him, she tends to back down. That's probably because of the way she was raised in her religious community, where women are expected to obey their husbands, avoid conflict, and never challenge male authority. Jen tells her that it's time to stop being the nice girl because it only helps Kody, not her. Meri admits that she avoids confrontation because she doesn't want to be seen as mean, but Jen encourages her to stop worrying about that and take back her power. I do feel sympathy for Meri. She has taken Kody's anger and rejection for years. He often blamed her for things that weren't her fault, turning her into the family scapegoat. In their culture, criticizing the husband or male leader is seen as wrong, so instead of being upset with Kody, the wives and family members turned their anger toward Meri. That's how she ended up isolated and blamed for everything that went wrong. Meri probably wasn't perfect, but it seems she spent years dealing with Kody's harshness and emotional neglect. Over time, that kind of treatment can make anyone afraid of conflict. She may not want to argue or stand up to him because she knows what happens when someone does, like when Janelle confronted Kody. After that big fight, he completely stopped talking to her for 3 months. So, Meri has learned that standing up to Kody means risking total rejection. But now, with Jen's support, maybe she'll start seeing that she deserves respect and doesn't have to stay quiet to keep the peace. It's sad that it took so long, but maybe this is the beginning of Meri finally finding her strength again. Meri Brown might be scared that if she ever truly stands up to Kody, he'll shut her out completely because that's what he's known to do. But in a recent scene, things actually get funny when Jen decides to teach Meri how to be more confident and stop holding back. Jen tells her she needs to start saying what's on her mind instead of keeping quiet. She asks Meri to repeat after her, "You do not control me." Meri says it, but with a smile. Jen stops her and says, "Less smile." So Meri tries again, this time with more power in her voice. They both laugh, and for a moment, you can see a glimpse of Meri finding her voice again. It's interesting because during her entire breakup with Kody, Meri never lost her temper. She never shouted or argued. Even in that emotional scene at the picnic table, when Robyn was crying and falling apart, Meri stayed calm and quiet. Maybe she was just tired, or maybe after so many years of pain, she didn't have the energy left to fight. Still, it would have been satisfying to see her finally tell Kody off after all the years of disrespect and emotional abuse he put her through. He embarrassed her publicly, blamed her for things she didn't do, and constantly made her feel small. Out of all his wives, Meri deserves at least one moment to say exactly how she feels. But she never did. Maybe that's because deep down, she always held on to a small hope that Kody would change, that he'd go back to being the man she first fell in love with. It's a common thing in toxic relationships. You remember the good times and keep believing that the kind person you once knew will return. Kody played into that too. He would show her just enough affection, drop small bits of kindness, or say things that made her think he still cared. Those tiny moments of love bombing were enough to make her stay hopeful. In this scene, Jen pushes Meri to practice being firm. She has her say phrases like, "Get yourself together," and "Where's my money?" Meri laughs nervously, saying it even gives her a little anxiety. But it's clear that Jen is helping her release years of pent-up frustration. Then comes the funny part, the discussion about Kody's hair. Fans who've watched the show for years know how much attention his hair has gotten. The wives used to praise it like it was amazing, but let's be honest, it never really looked great. From the straight, shaggy look to the over-curled mess he is now, it's been rough. Ever since Robin taught him how to style his curls, he's been stuck in what looks like a permanent bad hair day. His hairline keeps moving back, and yet he refuses to admit he's going bald. Honestly, someone should tell him to shave it off. Most of his brothers are bald and look fine. But Kody can't accept it. His vanity won't let him. It would be hilarious if Meri were the one to finally tell him the truth about his hair. That would be the perfect revenge, simple, honest, and long overdue. It would be amazing to see Meri finally speak her mind directly to Kody. Watching her calmly tell him the truth, without fear, would be one of the most satisfying moments on Sister Wives. For so long, the women have talked about standing up to him, about confronting him or calling him out, but when the moment comes, they usually back down. The only one who ever really argued with him openly was Janelle. Christine didn't even have a big fight when she decided to leave. She simply told him she was done, that he wouldn't be part of her home anymore, and then she quietly moved on. When Kody yelled at her, she didn't react. She stayed calm, especially because she had a younger child at home and wanted to set a good example. Still, it would have been great to see her let loose and show him how much pain and frustration she had carried all those years. Honestly, all of Kody's former wives deserve at least one honest, emotional moment where they can express everything they've been holding inside. They've spent so many years in a culture that discourages women from showing anger or speaking too boldly. Their religious community teaches them to always be respectful, obedient, and calm, even when they've been deeply hurt. That pressure to keep the peace, to appear perfect, has kept them silent. It would be powerful to see them break that silence, even just once. Imagine if Meri just said what she really thought, no holding back, no trying to be polite. Maybe she could tell Kody, cut your hair, stop acting like a victim, and face what you've done. It would be raw, real, and unforgettable. She's been through years of humiliation and neglect, and seeing her finally stand up for herself would be the perfect moment of empowerment. Sometimes I wish Sister Wives had a little bit of that Real Housewives energy, some drama, some shouting, even a table flip or two. If someone like Teresa Giudice from the Real Housewives of New Jersey could drop by and show them how to express their anger, it would be television gold. It's not that anyone wants chaos, but after so many years of watching the wives suppress their emotions, it would be cathartic to see them release it. Jen seems to be helping Meri move in that direction, teaching her to be confident and assertive, but it's unclear whether Meri will actually follow through. Maybe this upcoming episode will finally give her the courage to look Kody in the eye and speak the truth, or maybe she'll hold back again, afraid of how he'll react. It's hard to say. Either way, fans are eager to see what happens next. Will Meri finally confront Kody? Or will it just be more quiet frustration disguised as politeness? I guess we'll have to wait and see, but one thing's certain, if she ever does speak up, everyone will be cheering for her. Leave a comment below, give this video a thumbs up, and make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Don't forget to hit the bell so you never miss an update.